So what you need to know is that any quadratic equation will be of the form ax square plus bx plus c, where the highest power of x here is 2 and where a is not equal to 0. A cannot be equal to 0, otherwise it will not be a quadratic. See, if a is equal to 0, then what will happen? The equation will become bx plus c is equal to 0. It will become linear equation, isn't it? So therefore a always has to be not equal to 0. B and c can be 0. No problem. Okay, so this was example 1. Example 2 of a quadratic equation can be if 4x square minus 25 equal to 0. This is also a quadratic equation. Okay, why is it a quadratic equation? Because we can write this as 4x square plus 0 into x minus 25 equal to 0. So that now if you compare with ax square plus bx plus c, what you get here? You get a is equal to 4, you get b is equal to 0, and you get c is equal to minus 25, right? So this is also a quadratic equation. Okay, let us consider another example. This is our example 2. Example 3. Let us consider this equation 5x square is equal to 0. Is this a quadratic equation? Yes, it is a quadratic equation because this can be written as 5x square plus 0 into x plus 0 equal to 0. So if you see here, a here is 5, b here is 0, and c here is 0, right? So these are the various forms of quadratic equation. Right now the question is, what is the solution of a quadratic equation? In case of simultaneous equations, if you see that we were getting x is equal to, in case of a linear equation, let us consider a linear equation. Let us say 2x plus 1 is equal to 3. This is a linear equation. If you solve this equation, you will get x is equal to 1. So you're getting x is equal to 1 is called a solution. Of is the solution, in fact, of 2x square plus 1 is equal to 3. So x is equal to 1 is the solution of 2x, not 2x square, 2x plus 1 is equal to 3, right? So what you see is you're getting only a one solution here. Why we are getting a one solution? Because the power of x here is 1. Now, same idea if you apply to quadratic equations, because the power of x here is 2, therefore you will get two solutions for a quadratic equation. The number of solutions is 2 and not more than 2. That means exactly two solutions you will get, okay, for a quadratic equation. Why will we get two solutions? Because the power of a quadratic equation in the power of x in the quadratic equation is 2. Suppose this example that I have taken, 2x square minus x minus 1 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. See, the power of x here is 2. Now, how do we proceed to solve? The solution part of the quadratic equation is extremely easy. Why is it easy? Because if you know middle term factorization, you'll be able to solve a quadratic equation. See, in this, you just as you know middle term factorization, you try to factorize this 2x square. So you multiply these two, 2 into 1, you get as 1. So how will you break up 2 such that you get minus 1? You'll write this as minus 2x plus x minus 1, right? So I hope all of you know middle term factorization. Anyone who does not know middle term factorization? Factorization of trinomials? Fine. So now what you do here is from these two, you can take out 2x to get x minus 1. And from the third and the fourth, you can take out 1 to get x minus 1. Now x minus 1 you can take out and you'll be left with 2x plus 1. This is what our middle term factorization is, right? Now you see the product of two numbers. This is one product and this is the other term in the product, right? Product of these two is equal to 0. That means either this number has to be 0 or the next number has to be 0, right? So that means either now you get two linear equations, x is equal to 1 or 2x is equal to minus 1. That means either x is equal to 1 or x is equal to minus half. So what are the two solutions? The two solutions are x is equal to 1 comma x is equal to minus half. Okay. Now in case of a quadratic equation, we do not use the word solutions. Okay. We use but very rarely. In case of a quadratic equations, the solutions of a quadratic equation are called the roots of the quadratic equation. The solutions of a quadratic equation are called the roots of the quadratic equation. Okay. Roots. Instead of the word solution, we shall use the word roots. So therefore, what are the roots? As above, the roots of the quadratic equation. What was the equation that we had taken? 2x square minus x minus 1. 2x square minus x minus 1 are equal to 0 are x is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus half. Okay. So that is what your roots of the equation mean, and this is how you solve the quadratic equation. If you know middle term factorization, or if you know factorization of trinomials, you'll be very easily be able to solve quadratic equations. Okay. So let us continue with the sums from quadratic equation. The first question, let's start with a very simple question here. 1 x square minus 11x plus 30 is equal to 0. You use your factorization of trinomials to factorize the left hand side. X square minus 11x plus 30. So how should you break this 30 as 5 into 6, right? Minus 5x minus 6x plus 30 is equal to 0. That means from the first two, now you can take x common. 6 times x minus 5 is equal to 0. That means you get x minus 5 into x minus 6 is equal to 0. That means either x minus 5 is equal to 0 or x minus 6 is equal to 0. That means either x is equal to 5 or x is equal to 6. So what are the roots of the quadratic equation? The roots are 5, 6. That's it. Okay. Let us do a next one, and also a very simple one. Let us skip this, and I'll discuss this a little later. Let us do this 4 part 1. 3x square is equal to 2x plus 8. Now see, these two are given on the other side. So what you do is you take this both on this side. So you get 3x square. So plus 2x will become minus 2x, plus 8 will become minus 8. Now this is of the form ax square plus bx plus c. Now we can solve this. Multiply 8 and 3 to get 24. So how will you break up 24 to get minus 2? It should be 6 and 4, right? So what are the signs? Minus 6x plus 4x minus 8. Means you get 3x into x minus 2 plus 4 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. That means you get x minus 2 into 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. That means either x minus 2 is equal to 0 or 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. That means either x is equal to 2 or x is equal to minus 4 by 3. Right? So what are the roots here? The roots here are 2 and minus 4 by 3. Right? Next one. This now I want to solve this one part 2. The question here is solve 4x square minus 25 is equal to 0. Now there are two methods of solving this. The first method is the direct method. What you do is method 1. We have 4x square minus 25 is equal to 0. That means 4x square must be equal to 25. That means x square must be equal to 25 by 4. That means x square must be equal to 5 square by 2 square. That means x square must be equal to 5 by 2 whole square. That means x must be equal to, now you take square root. When you're taking square root, you give a plus or minus sign. So you get simply plus or minus 5 by 2. You have a square within the radical, so that we can remove the radical. The roots are, what are the signs? You take the positive sign first, so plus 5 by 2, and then you take the negative sign, minus 5 by 2. These two are the roots. Or what you can do is method 2, 4x square minus 25 is equal to 0. You can write this as 2 square x square. By difference of squares, factorize this. Two x whole square minus 5 square equal to 0. Now this is a plus b into a minus b form. So 2x plus 5 into 2x minus 5 equal to 0. We have factorized the left hand side. That means either 2x plus 5 is equal to 0 or 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. Means either x is equal to minus 5 by 2 or x is equal to 5 by 2. So again the roots are plus 5 by 2 comma minus 5. That's it. Any questions till this part?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Then moving on to the next part. Next sum, 5(1). So we have solve here x into 2x plus 5 is equal to 25. We want to express this as ax square plus bx plus c first. So we multiply everything. X into 2x will give you a 2x square plus 5x is equal to 25. And this will be 2x square plus 5x. You bring 25 on the other side to get minus 25 is equal to 0. Right now we want to factorize this. On the left hand side, 25 into 2 is 50. And from 50, how do you get plus 5? Plus 10 and minus 5. From the first two, you can take 2x out. You get x plus 5. And from the last two, you can take 5 out. You get x plus 5. X plus 5 into 2x minus 5 equal to 0. That means you get either x is equal to minus 5 or x is equal to 5 by 2. Therefore, what are the roots? The roots are minus 5 and 5 by 2. Next one which I want to discuss is 7-1. Question here is 4x square plus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. We multiply 4 and 1 to get 4. These two you multiply to get 4. 4x square plus 4x plus 4x square plus. Now how will you break this thing? How will you break 4 to get 4x? See, you cannot break 4 to get 4x, right? So what you do here is we try to express this as a plus b or a minus b whole square form. So what you do here is instead of writing 4x square, you write this as 2x whole square, right? And for this one, you write a 1 square. And you have a plus sign here. Now this 4x, we need to check whether this is 2ab or not. We have got our a square term, we have got our b square term. We need to check whether we get 2ab or not. So we write twice. A here is 2x, b here is 1. So now let's check. Are we getting 4x? Yes, we are getting 4x. So this is our 2ab term. Okay. So that means what form is this? A plus b whole square. A is 2x plus b whole square is equal to 0. That means 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to minus half. Now you'll say that we are getting only one root here, but a quadratic equation should have two roots. Actually, there are two roots because the roots of the equation are, they are equal, minus half and minus half. You're getting x is equal to minus half and we are solving a quadratic equation. There should be two roots, but since we are getting only one value, we say there are two equal roots, minus half and minus half. Okay, so this I have mentioned here. You can go through this, two equal roots. 7-2. Again, 7-2, there are two methods of solving. There are two methods of solving. First is the direct method. Let's solve by direct method first. Method 1. They have x minus 4 whole square plus 5 square is equal to 13 square. So what you do is you keep x minus 1 whole square on the left hand side. You take 5 square on the other side. Let me write this as 25 first, then I'll take it on the other side. Equal to 169. So now x minus 4 whole square is equal to 169 minus 25. That means x minus 4 whole square is equal to 144. That means x minus 4 whole this x minus 4 whole square is equal to 144. That means x minus 4 must be equal to plus or minus square root 144. That means x minus 4 must be equal to plus or minus 12. Now you have got two signs here on the right hand side. So you consider each sign first, taking positive sign. We get x minus 4 is equal to plus 12. That means now you solve this to get x is equal to 12 plus 4, 16. Taking negative sign. We get x minus 4 is equal to minus 12. That means x must be equal to minus 12 plus 4, which is equal to minus 8. So what are the roots? The roots are 16 and minus 8. Okay, this was method 1. Now method 2. We start with the given equation. Given equation was x minus 4 whole square plus 5. Plus 5 square is equal to 13 square. That means you expand this by a minus b whole square. you get a square minus 2ab plus b square. 5 square you write as 25, and this you write as 169. That means you get x square minus 8x plus 16 plus 25 is equal to 169. That means you get x square minus 8x plus 25 plus 16 is 41 is equal to 169. Now you bring 169 on the other side so that you can make the right hand side 0. So x square minus 8x plus 41 minus 169 is equal to 0. That means you get x square minus 8x, and 169 minus 41 is how much? Forty-one minus 169 will give you minus 128. Now we have got in our required form ax square plus bx plus c. This is our quadratic form, right? Now we proceed to solve by middle term factorization. On the left hand side, we will factorize my middle term. So how do we factorize 128 to get minus 8? 16 and 8 are the factors, right? You know how to find the factors, all of you? I've shown you the method, right? To find all the factors. Yes. Tell me, have I shown you or not to find the factors?
Yes, sir.
So here, what are the factors? 16 and 8. So minus 16x plus 8x minus 128. Take x common, you get x minus 16. Take 8 common, you get x minus 16. So you get x minus 16 into x plus 8 is equal to 0. So you get either x minus 16 is equal to 0 or x plus 8 is equal to 0. That means either x is equal to 16 or x is equal to minus 8. The roots are 16 and minus 8. That's it. So I've shown you two methods here. First is the quadratic method. That is the second method that I've shown you is the quadratic method. And the first method is the direct method. Okay, you can do any of the two. But better, I'll prefer method 2 because we are discussing quadratic equations. Method 2 should be better. Okay, so that's about 7.2. The next problem that I'm going to discuss is 10.1.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, can you please scroll down?
Scroll up. Okay. Tell me.
Yes. No, sir, I need to take the screenshot.
Okay. Fine. Next is 10.1. You will find the video. You'll find it in the video also. Okay. And take the screenshot from there also. 10.1. Given equation is 3x minus 8 by x is equal to 2. Now we'd like to solve this quadratic equation. So what you do is you take the LCM. Here the denominator is 1 and here you have the denominator x. So LCM of these two is x. So x divided by 1 is x, and you get 3x into x here. Minus x divided by x is 1, so you get 8 into 1, right? Which is equal to 2. That means you're getting 3x square minus 8 divided by x is equal to 2. Now cross multiply, you get 3x square minus 8 is equal to 2x. That means you get 3x square minus 2x plus 8 is equal to 0. Now we can solve this quadratic because this is ax square plus bx plus c form. So 8 into 3 you multiply to get 24. 3x square, 24. How can we break 24 to get minus 2? 4 into 6. So minus 6x plus 4x. No, that should not be. Because see, why? Because if I break it up as minus 6 and plus 4, these two signs should combine to give you the next sign should be a minus sign. But here I have a plus sign. So therefore, I cannot break it up as 6 into 4. So the next, what I want to try out is, in fact, I have a minus sign. I have written as a plus sign. This is my mistake here only. Okay, so this is minus 8. Now you can break. Now this is okay. 3x square minus 6x. See, I have made a mistake here. I have from this minus sign, I had written a plus sign here. So that's what I have corrected here. So 3x square minus 6x plus 4x minus 8 is equal to 0. So you get 3x into x minus 2 plus 4 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. You get x minus 2 into 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. That means either x minus 2 is equal to 0 or 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. That means either x is equal to 2 or 3x is equal to minus 4. Either x is equal to 2 or x is equal to minus 4 by 3. So what are the roots? 2 and minus 4 by 3. Right? Any problem till this part? Okay. So
No,
we
sir.
have time for one more.
No,
Let's finish
sir.
this. Equation given here is x minus 1 by x plus 1 is equal to 2x minus 5 divided by 3x minus 7. Okay, now better to put all this within brackets so that when we are multiplying, we can use these brackets. Cross multiply. You get x minus 1 into 3x minus 7 is equal to x plus 1 into 2x minus 5. And once you have cross multiplied, you start multiplying on the left hand side. You get x into 3x to get 3x squared. All of you can multiply, right? Minus 7x minus 3x plus 7 is equal to, now you multiply these two, 2x square minus 5x plus 2x minus 5. So you get 3x square minus 7 and minus 3 will give you a minus 10 plus 7 is equal to 2x square minus 5x and plus 2x will give you a minus 3x. Now you take all the x square on one side. From 2x square comes from this side to this side. You get 3x square minus 2x square. Minus 3x come from this side to this side. So you get minus 10x plus 3x. Minus 5 come from this side to this side to get 7 plus 5. And you make the right hand side 0. So you're getting x square. Minus 10 plus 3 is minus 7x. And 5 plus 7 is 12. So now 12 can be broken up as 3 and 4. So you get x square minus 3x minus 4x plus 12 is equal to 0. That means x into x minus 3 minus 4 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. That means x minus 3 into x minus 4 is equal to 0. That means either x minus 3 is equal to 0 or x minus 4 is equal to 0. Means either x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 4. And that's it. Okay, so I'll stop here.